What do you think of when you picture military forces? Most people likely think of tanks, jets, warships, and artillery. Just don't forget the women as well. That's right, around the world, more and more women are entering various military branches. While we're not here to debate the whole issue of women in combat, we would just like to point out to you that as a result, some militaries have been given a pretty noticeable bump when it comes to being sexy. The United States. It spends the most on its military, has the most advanced weaponry on the planet, and also boasts some of the sexiest women in uniform. Since the Revolutionary War, women have served in ever-increasing degrees in the nation's military. Today, there are over 200,000 women serving in the United States Armed Forces. Now allowed to take on full combat roles, we can bet future American interventions are bound to be a little bit hotter. Czech Republic. It wasn't until the 1980s that Czechoslovakia really decided to start letting women take on a significant role in their armed forces. Even then, while conscription is mandatory for men, women served only on a voluntary basis. That policy is carried forward to today, with more women entering the service but held back from any potential combat roles. That said, the influx of women has definitely added a bit of sex appeal to this European nation's armed forces. Britain. The British military didn't always have a sexy edge, but up until World War II, women were largely excluded from any type of service. Manpower shortages in the war meant women took on more roles, and today around 12,000 serve in the forces of Great Britain. Like the United States, only recently have decisions been made to consider allowing British female soldiers into frontline combat roles. Serbia. Until recently, this European nation stuck to the traditional view that men served in the military and women stayed at home. We sure are glad they decided to change their minds on that one. Additionally, the country recently allowed women to hold positions of command. We're pretty sure there are more than a few guys who'd be willing to do anything these soldiers ask them to do. Spain. Look around the internet and you'll see that any ranking of nations based on beautiful women always includes the European country of Spain. From models to actresses, this country knows sexy. Yes, Spanish women are known for their beauty, and thanks to reforms in the military, that has increasingly become the case for the country's armed forces. As of 2008, there were over 16,000 women in service, and all could undertake combat roles. Greece. The Greek economy may be going through some rather rocky times as of late, but as far as their military is concerned, it's literally looking good. The Greek military currently has compulsory military service for all males over the age of 18. Women can serve on a voluntary basis, but cannot be conscripted. Despite this, as you can clearly see, more than a few women have joined the Hellenic forces to give it a noticeably sexy vibe. Israel. When over 30% of your military is made up of women, you can bet your armed forces are gonna be sexy. Out of necessity, Israel has always incorporated women into their armed forces. Not only that, but the women who serve in the Israeli Defense Forces face almost all of the rules, regulations, and roles of their male counterparts. This means that Israel's sexy soldiers aren't just eye candy, but well-trained and very capable troops. Sweden. Swedish women have a stereotype for being blonde-haired and beautiful. Of course, there are more than a few fashion and bikini models that confirm this stereotype. Unsurprisingly, within the Swedish Armed Forces, you can find some rather sexy soldiers. The Swedish military is small, and women only make up a few thousand personnel. That said, as you can see, these women stand out and are sure to stop any potential enemy dead in their tracks. Romania. According to various online polls, women in the Romanian army are deemed to be some of the sexiest around. That's interesting because Romania isn't known for having a particularly large or advanced military. We suspect the Romanian military has purposefully selected these sexy soldiers as a way to distract potential enemy forces, from the highest-ranking general to the lowly private. Russia. With a long history of women serving in their armed forces and a leader who loves to ride around shirtless on a horse, are you surprised that Russia's on this list? Currently, there are around 150,000 women serving in the Russian armed forces, but the government is always pushing for more. As a way to attract more men and women, leaders thought up the Miss Russian Army Beauty Contest as a way to show off the sexy elite of the armed forces. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Don't forget to click on these other 2 videos, and don't forget to click like and subscribe. Thanks.